Morning. Beautiful day outside. So both the first reading and the second reading talk about how we ought to treat our neighbor, how we ought to treat our fellow man. And let's see, where was in Leviticus here, you shall not bear hatred for your brother in your heart. I feel like in our modern world, we either say you're my ally or I hate you. Those are kind of the two modes that we have. It's not just sort of like, okay, you're over there, but it's we agree or I hate you. And what we hear here in Leviticus, having no hatred in your heart for your brother. And of course, Jesus, doubles down on that, the idea of hatred, that we cannot hate, we must love even our enemies. And then the examples that Jesus gives us of caring for those in need, of welcoming the stranger, of feeding the hungry, of giving drink to the thirsty, of giving shelter to the homeless, of giving clothing to the naked. As Christians, we have to recognize the needs of people around us. When there is someone in need, we must act. When there is someone in need, we must do something. We must give of what we have. It's not that it should be taken from us and that it should be redistributed, but rather as Christians, we must act mercifully. We must do the very best that we can to ensure that those around us have what they need. Not just simply that they're made comfortable, but rather that they have what they need to be able to live. That they have, as we do, right? Food, shelter, clothing, cover from the horrible rain that's outside. As Christians, that is our duty. We can't simply say, well, someone else will do it. The government will take care of it. The nonprofit organization is going to do it. But as Christians, we are called to apply mercy where we can. When we see someone in need, to do what we can to apply mercy. Now, that goes, of course, in stark contrast to the idea of seeing somebody and hating them, or seeing somebody and their ideas and hating them. We know that we are called to love our enemies. And so, Lent is a good time for us to recalibrate the way that we think. Lent is a good time for us to recalibrate the way that we see our neighbor when we interact with others, when we say, you're not my enemy. I don't have to hate you. In fact, even if you are my enemy, I have to love you. How can I better love those around me? How can I better love those who do wrong to me? How can I better love those who desire my harm? How can I better love those who live a life contrary to the gospel? Those are the things that we have to ask ourselves. Those are the things that we have to challenge ourselves with. So as we continue with this Lenten season, let us ask the Lord that we may be able to recognize the dignity in each and every human being, but also that we may love and apply mercy with the same love and mercy with which our Lord has for us.